I've seen Wemby make plays that I haven't seen anybody else make in the history of the game.
This kid is different.
He's unguardable, and you can't score on him.
Finally say better than Jordan. He's going to be that person.
He's the key.
Well, he scares you. He's almost like the big kid where you have to check his birth certificate to see if he's really that age.
It is so fucking tiring guarding.
He's the best player in the world.
He's the key. Because all them other parts are terrific. Fox, Castle, Harper, Barnes,
Kevin
Johnson. Like
deep.
But he's the game changer.
I think Wemby is the first perfect big man that's ever created. Can shoot, free throws, play defense, play offense. He's a great team player. And for me, in a long time, he's a joy to watch. I don't usually, enjoy the big man how they play now, but he plays it so perfectly. I actually accept the way he plays. I'm seeing toughness. I'm seeing adjustment. And in 2 years, he will be right next to Jokic as the best big in the league. Right now, he's number 2, but not far behind.
Like, those other guys are really, really good players. He is like, they got Shaq. They're going to be better than everybody else. Oh, they have Michael Jordan. They have Tim Duncan. Like, there's a lot of
LeBron.
It's a LeBron, Kobe, guys like that. Because all NBA players are good players, but there's very few superstars.
Nobody could find the right comparison. That is the most honest thing anyone has said about Victor Wembanyama. Every legend who steps to a microphone starts a comparison and stops halfway through. Jordan, Durant, Shaq, Kareem. None of them fully fit. Because what Wemby is doing is not a combination of those players. It is something the basketball world genuinely does not have proper language for yet. And that discomfort, the moment where someone stops mid-sentence because the comparison broke down, that is the clearest possible sign of how real and unprecedented this actually is.
A superstar, if he plays like a superstar, that's always the difference, especially in a 7-game series. If you don't beat him up, you're not tall enough, you're not athletic enough. If you don't physically try to manhandle Victor, you got no chance. Like, you can't physically manhandle Shaq because he's just too big and strong. The only weakness of Victor's game is holding down the post and the physical. He gets frustrated. You see him, he got mad a few times because they were beating the hell out of him. But in fairness to them, that's our only chance. Like I say, you're not tall enough, you're not athletic enough, so if you don't physically manhandle him, there's nothing.
One possession he is bringing the ball up like a point guard, crossing defenders, pulling up from deep with a release that should not come from a 7'4" frame. The kind of pull-up that reminds you of Kevin Durant, except the person shooting is somehow even taller. The very next possession he is flying across the paint, blocking shots off the glass. Swallowing rebounds, taking over the inside, the way prime Shaq dominated entire buildings. Those two things should not coexist in the same player. The NBA has never had to build a scheme for someone who can dominate both ways simultaneously at this size. When you load up to stop the guard skills, you open the post. When you load up for the post game, he is already stepping outside. Coaches are genuinely uncomfortable. And it shows every time they try to explain it on television. Nobody has a real answer for what stops this.
Shaq here, say bone brother, you did a great job of mixing up your game tonight, inside, outside. It got real physical with you there, and I saw you get upset. Is your body able to handle that physicality with 2 and 3 guys beating you up every night?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, eventually I'm going to run out of place in my body for scars, but the rest of my body, my joints.
Even his body is already telling the story. Going to run out of places for scars. That is what he said, calm, direct. No complaint behind it, just a quiet statement of fact from someone who has already accepted that taking the hits is simply part of what this run demands from him. That mentality from a player this young at this size changes how you have to think about his ceiling and how far this could realistically go.
Battle with the big fella. Man, I must say, there's still nothing that compares to battling with the best. I felt like I was chasing around Steph Curry at times. Because if you put a big on him, your standard big, there's no fucking way they can keep up.
Nuggets back within 5. Toss it up! Area 51! Timeout Denver!
It is so fucking tiring guarding. Like the moment you go to relax, the possession's over. With Wemby, if you relax for 1 second, Once he raised up to shoot, you no longer can affect the shot. Man, it was a challenge guarding him because you're on every single second. You know, I like to be challenged by the best. I like to challenge the best. And it was fun as hell to compete against the young fella at that level. We had our moment. You know, I know everybody spoke about the dunk.
NBA defensive. It's into Wembanyama with a jackhammer. Walks the rim. Kessel. Wembanyama over Green, off balance and off the rim.
When I blocked his shot, I looked at him like, gave him a crazy look, like, yeah, motherfucker. And he was like, oh, what? You too small. So I walk up to him, I said, you little motherfucker. He's like, what? I'm too little, all right. I said, you fucking scared of me. He's like, what? I ain't fucking scared. I'm not scared of you. All right, watch this. That whole conversation happened walking from one block to the other block. And then we start fighting for position. I go fight for the position, he fight for the position. And he does this spin. But when he spin, he was like still in place. He took one step and he's in front of the rim, catching the lob with the left. I thought I could get the lob when I saw it go up. I had no chance at getting it. Thought Jimmy could get the lob from the backside. He had no chance at getting it. The only person that had a chance to get the lob was the guy who caught the lob, Wemby. I'm so fucking happy they called the foul on the floor.
When did the referees blow this? Because if they blew it before the ball was inbounded, the shot should not count.
Tiring. That is the word players keep using. Not difficult, tiring. 1 second of relaxation and it is too late. Once he rises, you cannot affect the shot. Guards feel like chasing Steph Curry. Bigs cannot reach him. There is no comfortable spot on the floor to guard him from.
Actually dunks that ball. Special talent. The work ethic matched the talent and matched the uniqueness of him. I'm here to tell you he's not scared of me. It was great to see him respond and not back down. Like, that's how you gain your respect.
A lot of go bird in him right now. Like what? The goofiness. He got a lot of goofiness in him. And once he become more like Giannis and get his feet under him, get a little strong, that's when I feel like he's going to dominate and have everything. But right now he falls. He got a lot of goofy in him. Like he falls and hurt his feet.
And you say that for that purpose. You see, heavy hit, shin first on the floor. And the purpose of that is having to come back in to shoot the free throws.
He like Bambi still.
A 7'5" Bambi.
It's going to happen when he gets stronger, he get his feet under, start dominating, dunking on people, punking people. It's going to happen. So right now, just because we haven't seen something like that, we're rushing to put things on him.
So would you say he's on the trajectory, though?
He's going to be
the perfect big man.
It's going to be, he's one of the guys that they going to finally say better than Jordan. He's going to be that person.
Right now, what?
He's Jordan.
Right now, we can't give him nothing.
He's Jordan against Boston.
63 in the garden.
He blocked the shot, looked at him, smiled like he already knew. Gobert said, "You are too small." Wemby said, "You are scared of me." Then, one step, catches a lob left, handed with two defenders watching helplessly because neither one could close the distance in time. The only person who had any chance at catching that lob was the one who caught it. That single moment said more about the level he is operating at than any highlight package could fully capture.
Ain't he like 92 pounds or like 110 pounds or something like that? He's skin and bones. San Antonio can't win without him. Don't get me wrong. They got a lot of pieces. That dude, to me, it's almost like how Steph Curry re-evolutionized what he does from the point. I feel like that dude is kind of like reinventing the so-called center position. For the fact that this dude got the handles that he has, for the fact that he can shoot the three, he's not a Steph Curry, but he can give you that three. For the fact that this dude blocks shots that you would think there's no way he's going to get to that. For the fact that he makes guys alter their shots. I've seen a lot of dudes go up that would have been he's definitely going to make that layup. Or that dude's definitely going to make that jump hook. His presence makes you alter your shot.
I've seen Wemby make plays that I haven't seen anybody else make in the history of the game. Usually when a guard goes downhill and the big has to step over and help, that is an easy dump off. Wemby is guarding both. He's guarding the guard and he's being able to get back and help. Offensively, how do you guard a guy that has everything in his bag? I still think he's a little too friendly sometimes on the offensive end. I like to see him be way more aggressive. Every single thing that he does is just impactful, whether it's on offense, whether it's on defense, him just being a presence. It's just hard to deal with.
I've never seen an offensively skilled big like Jokic. I've never seen a dominant guy like Shaq. And now Wemby's kind of this combination of everything that's kind of a guard, but so tall and athletic and long. Like, I've never seen someone like him. So he is kind of the perfect big if he can stay healthy. Man, he's unbelievable. And just his presence alone. Like, I see grown-ass NBA players like fear even taking shots if he's in the general vicinity. It is absurd the impact he has.
The numbers sound fake when people actually say them out loud. 25 points, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks, plus every shot he altered or completely discouraged, just by positioning near the rim. Players are changing their layup decisions before he even leaves his feet. That defensive gravity combined with that level of offensive production at his size, the NBA has simply never seen this combination before. And the MVP conversation is no longer just starting. It is already happening on every major platform every single week.
He discourages a lot of shots.
Well, he scares you. He's almost like the big kid where as a kid, you have to check his birth certificate to see if he's really that age. Like, he's setting you up. He'll turn his back, like, go ahead and shoot. No, I'm going to get it. He's like something I've never seen before. And what I figured out about him is working with him, he's a big, but he's really a tall guard. Like, I thought I was a tall guard at 6'5". And then you saw guys like Durant, McGrady, who were taller than me that can really handle the ball. And then he just took it to somewhere we never thought would take it.
He's already an A on the defensive end, but he was probably a B- on the offensive end. And I said, boy, if he ever gets up to, he's going to be the best player in the sport. He'll be the face of the sport. That's happening maybe a little quicker than people thought.
Look at the USA versus the World game. He made that single-handedly competitive again. I saw a picture of Joker the last time they played, and Joker went off and they won. But there was a picture of Joker kind of looking up at Wendy smiling like...
He came out and reminded everybody that defense is 50% of the game. And suddenly, the whole league had to pause for a second. Because he's right. For years, people obsessed over scoring titles, flashy offense, deep threes, highlight passes, but Wemby is exposing how much damage one player can do defensively.
Actually tipping it in. I just don't see that a lot. Oh my goodness. Victor Wembanyama with an and one. He hasn't lost any of the fight.
And I said, Joker feels like how we do when we watch him. This is the first time he's like really excited. Like, oh my, I have somebody to keep me engaged in the game. Like, it's a whole different thing.
That's what the NBA should show at the rookie seminar is that guy wants to play and be great every night. There's no load management. I mean, a blood clot stopped him, but not much else if he gets banged up a little bit, which he will as a big man. But I love that he wants to play and he wants to be great. He wants to be the MVP. He wants to be the defensive player of the year.
The perfect big man. Shoots free throws consistently. Defends at the rim and switches onto guards in open space without getting exposed. Scores from every area of the floor, passes, rebounds, runs the floor like a wing. And unlike most dominant big men in history, his presence alone changes how the opposing offense operates before a single shot is even attempted. Coaches spent decades insisting you cannot have all of this in one player at that height. Wembanyama is making that entire argument look outdated. In year 2, before he has even fully arrived at his ceiling, that combination, the skill set, the size, the defensive instincts, and the offensive arsenal, all in one frame, is what coaches and legends are struggling to prepare for. There is no tape that fully applies. There is no matchup that solves it cleanly. Every adjustment creates a new problem somewhere else on the floor.
Victor is probably the most complex player to guard because your pickup point has to be right at half court. I had to guard a guy, Yao Ming. I'm not comparing Victor to Yao Ming, but Yao Ming was obviously 6'7" fucking inches taller than me and was just super long. I would just have to what we call do all work early. I would meet Wemby early. He likes to finish left-handed. I would give him the jump shot and then just contest. And when he spin, I'm poking at the ball. I would really distort his dribble pattern. I would make him spin because he's not as durable. And, you know, he has to be able to put all that 7-4 down and then gather it to spin. I would really make
make him spin knowing that his footwork still is in question, yeah, I would tap into that. And I'd be talking hella shit. Listen, he would be a difficult guard for anybody in history. Real shit.
Defense is 50% of the game, he said. It publicly. The entire league paused, because he is completely right, and he backs it up every single night, protecting the rim, switching onto guards without getting lost. Blowing up pick-and-roll actions before they develop, shutting down drives before they reach the paint, discouraging shots from players who never hesitate against anyone else. He was already an elite defender coming in. He said publicly that if he ever reaches that same grade offensively, he will be the best player in the sport. A lot of people thought that was years away. Looking at what he is doing right now, the scoring, the shot creation, the efficiency on top of everything defensively, that conversation is arriving faster than anyone predicted. Subscribe right now so you do not miss what comes next, because this is just the beginning of what this player is going to become. The numbers he is already putting up, 25 points, 15 rebounds, 5 blocks, while changing possessions before they even develop. Those are not the numbers of a player approaching greatness. Those are the numbers of someone already operating at a level that changes how the game gets played. Every team that faces San Antonio has to build their entire game plan around one person, and most of them are failing at it anyway. When did we last see a player make grown NBA veterans openly say they have never experienced anything like this? When did we last see legends from multiple eras agreeing that the comparisons simply do not apply? That is not hype. That is the basketball world telling you something real is happening right in front of everyone.
25 years from now, the GOAT conversation is going to go starting with these 3 names. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Victor Wembanyama. He's going to be the best player on both sides of the floor for the next 10 to 15 years. He's already knocking at the door of becoming that. He's a championship away and a couple more accolades, which he's going to get. But when you talk about generational talent, when you talk about the greatest prospect since LeBron James, this is this guy. We have never seen anything like him on either side of the floor. He's going to win multiple or several Defensive Player of the Year awards. He's going to win several MVP awards. He's going to win multiple NBA championships.
This feels bigger, the kind of shift the league only experiences once every generation, the type of energy people felt when Michael Jordan changed basketball forever. Or when LeBron James entered the league looking unstoppable from day one. Except Wemby's case feels even stranger because there's literally no historical template for him. A player who can control every area of the game, dominate both ends, break defensive systems, go reek, and still look like he's barely scratching the surface of what he could become. And that's what has the NBA nervous right now, because if he stays healthy, if he keeps improving at this pace, then the league might be looking at the beginning of something completely different from anything we've ever seen before. So now the pressure shifts to everybody else. Because the real question isn't whether Victor Wembanyama is coming anymore, it's who's actually gonna stop him once he fully arrives.
25 years from now. 3 names: LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Victor Wembanyama. Not a hope. A statement from people who have watched this league for decades. Multiple DPOY, multiple MVP, multiple championships, the full package. The question is not whether Wemby is coming, it is who stops him once he fully arrives. So tell me, is Victor Wembanyama already the most dangerous player in the NBA? Drop your answer in the comments right now. Like and subscribe, because this story is only getting bigger.